Do you believe that there are architectural masterpieces so brilliant, even the world's greatest architects would bow in admiration? And they're built by creatures no larger than your palm? In the depths of remote jungles and across sun-drenched marshlands, tiny birds are quietly crafting structures that defy all logic, challenge the laws of physics, and push the very boundaries of what we thought was possible. Are you ready to join Tiny Wings Wonders on a journey into creations that soar far beyond the imagination of mankind? Woodpecker, the forest's master carpenter. No saws, no drills, just a beak like a hammer and rhythm like a machine. The woodpecker is nature's carpenter, chiseling into dead trees to create hidden, sturdy homes deep within the bark. Each nest is a vertical tunnel with a deep chamber at the bottom, softly lined with wood chips, naturally insulated and perfectly warm. Carving it takes days or even weeks, depending on the wood's hardness. Uniquely, woodpeckers build a fresh nest every breeding season to avoid parasites and keep things safe. Old nests, meanwhile, become communal treasures used by owls, starlings, and other forest dwellers. From the Americas to Asia, the woodpecker proves that with just a beak and persistence, nature can sculpt shelters as remarkable as any built by hand. Southern masked weaver, the weaver of love in the treetops. With a beak like a sewing needle and fiery eyes behind a black mask, the southern masked weaver is the master craftsman of the African plains. The male weaves each nest alone, using fresh grass, every loop and knot crafted with astonishing precision. The nest is spherical, with a downward-facing entrance to block rain and ward off predators. But it's more than a home. It's a love offering. The female arrives to inspect every detail. If unimpressed, she leaves. The male starts over, tirelessly weaving again and again. Through passion and persistence, this bird transforms nest building into a romantic declaration among the wild branches. Puffin, the coastal engineer with a natural smile. With its vibrant beak and waddling charm, the puffin looks like the clown of the sea. But beneath that playful look is a master tunnel builder. Puffins don't nest in trees or on rocks. They dig burrows up to 1-2 meters deep into soft coastal cliffs. Each burrow is carefully chosen, safe from tides, well ventilated, and facing the sea to catch the cool breeze. Inside, it's lined with dry grass and soft feathers, turned into a warm cradle for their egg and chick. Every breeding season, puffins return to the same burrow year after year, a familiar home in the heart of the roaring ocean. In a world of crashing waves, their nest stands as a symbol of loyalty, resilience, and remarkable intelligence. Sociable weaver, the architects of the savannah. Beneath the blazing African sun, the sociable weaver builds a structure that stuns the animal kingdom. A giant nest hanging like an aerial apartment complex. Woven from dry grass and twigs, it houses over 100 pairs of birds, each family with its own private chamber. Its two-tiered design keeps the top warm at night and the bottom cool during the heat of day. These nests can last for decades, even sheltering other birds and creatures along the way. No ego, no extravagance, just shared survival. The sociable weaver's nest is a symbol of community, resilience, and brilliant adaptation amid a harsh, open world. Flamingo, the mud sculptor of salt lakes. In sun-scorched salt lakes where no trees grow, the graceful flamingo quietly builds sculpted nests of mud and mineral ash. Each cone-shaped mound stands about 30 centimeters tall, just enough to lift its precious egg above the blazing ground and shallow water. No roof, No walls, just simple, sturdy elegance. Each pair crafts its own nest side by side, forming a vast pink city on the barren flats. In a world bleached by salt and scorched by heat, the flamingo's nest stands as a symbol of perfect adaptation, where beauty, calculation, and survival come together in delicate harmony. European bee eater, the burrow builder, beneath the sky. Dressed in dazzling colors like a living painting, the European bee eater doesn't nest in trees, but digs tunnels underground. It chooses soft riverbanks or cliff edges, then uses its beak and feet to carve a narrow tunnel up to 2 meters long, ending in a cozy nesting chamber. Though it belongs to the skies, this bird opts for safety and seclusion below the surface. The nest stays cool, quiet, and out of reach from most predators, perfect for raising its young. Amid a world of color and flight, the bee-eater quietly proves that even beneath the ground, brilliance takes wing through instinct, adaptation, and grace. Bald eagle, sky architect of the American wild. Majestic in flight, the bald eagle is not only a national symbol of the United States, it's also the builder of the largest bird nests in the world. Perched atop towering trees, their nests can span over 2 meters wide and weigh up to a ton, big enough for a grown adult to lie inside. Meticulously layered with branches, moss, and grass, the nest grows year after year as eagles return each breeding season, restoring and expanding their sky castle. Strong, loyal, and commanding. Each nest is a powerful symbol of partnership, patience, and engineering genius, soaring above the wild. Oriental dwarf kingfisher, a tiny masterpiece beneath the earth. No bigger than a thumb, this rainbow-colored kingfisher builds a nest so ingenious, even larger birds would be impressed. Instead of trees or riverbanks like its relatives, the Oriental dwarf kingfisher carves into vertical earthen walls deep within the rainforest, digging tunnels up to 50 centimeters long that lead to a warm nesting chamber. Hidden underground, the nest stays at a stable temperature, safe from harsh sun and predators. These birds often choose spots near waterfalls or streams, where humidity and flowing water keep the nest cool and calm. No moss, no grass, just a sculpted hollow in the earth. A quiet masterpiece of survival, carved with precision and purpose. Proof that greatness doesn't need size, just vision, instinct, and care. Great hornbill, the silent guardian of the rainforest. Deep in the dense rainforests of Southeast Asia, the powerful wing beats of a giant echo through the canopy. The great hornbill, a bird not only known for its vibrant casque, but for a heart so selfless, even nature pauses in reverence. When breeding season arrives, the female retreats into a hollow tree. Then, using mud, leaves, mashed fruit, and even her own feathers, she seals herself inside, leaving just a tiny slit for the male to pass food through day after day. Throughout the nesting period, she remains sealed in, completely dependent on her partner outside. The male becomes a silent sentinel, foraging tirelessly, bringing food, and standing guard against predators. Out there, he flies tens of kilometers daily, delivering bits of fruit and insects through that narrow slit. Sometimes he's so exhausted and hungry he can barely stay aloft. Yet still, he feeds his mate and chicks first. No one commands him to do it, but he does. Again and again. And then one day when the chick's first call breaks the silence, that mud wall is torn open. The family takes flight together, a triumphant return to the green world. This isn't just a nest. It's a masterpiece of love, sacrifice, and survival. one no architect could ever design. Olive-backed sunbird, a tiny engineer in everyday life. No bigger than a thumb, the olive-backed sunbird weaves one of the most delicate and graceful nests in the avian world. Instead of tall trees, they hang their nests on soft, drooping branches, power lines, or even clotheslines, places out of predators' reach, yet kissed by breeze and light. Shaped like a teardrop, the nest measures 15-25 centimeters, crafted from dry grass, spider silk, roots, even scraps of paper and plastic, woven and stitched like embroidery suspended in air. A crescent-shaped canopy shields the nest's entrance from rain and sun. While the female guards and nurtures the chicks, the male tirelessly gathers food. Though often found near humans, this humble nest remains a masterpiece of instinct, design, and sacred motherhood. Proof that even the smallest birds build with heart and brilliance. Stork, fortress in the sky. Perched atop tall trees or lone utility poles across Europe, Africa, and Asia, the stork's nest stands like a fortress of nature, massive, enduring, and crafted with astonishing patience. Though graceful in flight, the stork is a meticulous builder. Its nest can span nearly 2 meters, made from thick branches, roots, dry grass, and even wires or trash. Despite its rough look, the structure is solid, lasting for years, and reused each breeding season. Male and female storks work together, reinforcing and lining the nest with leaves and feathers to protect their eggs. Some nests endure for decades, passed down through generations, even becoming apartment blocks shared with other bird species. In the avian world, the stork is not just a symbol of elegance, but a quiet master of enduring love and sky-high architecture. Penduline tit, the tiny artisan of the forest canopy. Small, quiet, yet incredibly skilled. The penduline tit is nature's very own bag-weaving artist. Its nest isn't just a shelter, but a masterpiece suspended from the tip of a branch, crafted from spider silk, plant fibers, and down feathers, like a handmade purse swaying in the wind. But here's the twist. The nest comes with a fake entrance. Yes, this bird doesn't just build, it deceives. While the real entrance is cleverly hidden behind a sealed flap that blends into the nest, the decoy door misleads predators, making them give up before they find a way in. Typically, the male begins the nest alone, hoping to impress a mate. Once accepted, the female joins in to finish the intricate design. Soft feathers are delicately woven into the inner walls, like embroidery, creating a nest that's warm, gentle, and full of artistry. In the wild, a penduline tit's nest is like a piece of couture, one of a kind, meticulous, and a brilliant blend of beauty, craftsmanship, and survival strategy. Vogelkop bowerbird, the installation artist of the rainforest. Deep within the lush rainforests of Papua lives a small bird with the soul of a true artist, the Vogelkop bowerbird. He doesn't fight for a mate, nor sing loud songs to impress. Instead, he builds with creativity, patience, and imagination. His nest, or more precisely his bower, isn't for living. It's a stage, an exhibition hall, painstakingly crafted to win a mate's heart. It begins with choosing the perfect forest clearing where soft sunlight filters through the canopy. Then he builds a delicate arch from fine twigs, curved like a woodland wedding aisle. Next comes the meticulous decorating. Bright berries, flower petals, seashells, even bottle caps and bits of plastic. All are carefully sorted and arranged by color and shape. Blue items on one side, round objects on the other. Nothing is random. Every placement has a purpose. When the female visits, she studies the light, the layout, the elegance in every detail. Then the male performs his final act, a flamboyant dance full of confidence and charm beside his masterpiece. If she isn't impressed, he adjusts the scene, rearranging items, changing the color theme, or even tearing everything down to start again. For the Vogelkop bowerbird, love is an art, one that demands endless reinvention. Baya Weaver, nature's patient architect. Amidst the vast grassy plains, as the first drops of the rainy season begin to fall, the male Baya weavers embark on their building season. Unlike any other bird species, the Baya weaver doesn't just build a nest to live in. They turn the act into a performance of precision, aesthetics, and passion. Each male selects a high, sturdy branch bathed in warm sunlight, far from the reach of lurking predators. And from there, the tireless journey begins. With their small beaks, the males collect long, flexible, and durable strands of grass, the perfect material to weave a delicate, teardrop-shaped nest. The nest's entrance is designed with a long, narrow neck, like a slender tube leading to the egg chamber below, serving both as a shield against harsh weather and a clever defense mechanism against predators. Every knot, every twist, is calculated with care. There's no room for error. As the nest nears completion, the female flies in, inspecting every detail with sharp eyes. If the structure doesn't meet her standards or lacks beauty, she will reject it and fly away. The male then takes the entire nest apart and starts again, from scratch. Some males may build 3 or even 4 nests before gaining the approval of a mate. But for the Baya weaver, true artistry doesn't come from haste. It is born of unshakable patience. Each nest dangling gently from the high branches is more than just a home. It is a silent love letter to the future, where life will blossom from wings woven of craftsmanship and devotion. Tailor bird, the master seamstress of the wild. If there were a sewing competition in the animal kingdom, the grand prize would surely go to the tailor bird, a tiny creature with needlework skills that rival any artisan. Common across South and Southeast Asia, this petite bird doesn't build its nest with twigs like most others. Instead, the female selects a large, supple leaf and, using her beak like a sewing needle, threads strands of spider silk, animal fur, or fine grass through the leaf's edges, just like stitching fabric. What's astonishing is that the stitches don't tear the leaf. They pass delicately through the outer layers, keeping the leaf alive and flexible. The result is a pouch-like nest hidden within a folded leaf, lined with soft grass and feathers on the inside. It's a nest so discreet, it's almost invisible. A miniature masterpiece tucked within everyday foliage. Each brood usually holds 2 to 4 eggs, incubated over 12 to 14 days with unwavering care. During this time, the mother remains ever watchful, guarding not just her eggs, but every single delicate seam, like an artisan silently protecting her one-of-a-kind creation. Don't forget to leave a like, share the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell so you won't miss out on more incredible discoveries from around the planet.